This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
There is a podcast no one asked for. A podcast you never knew you didn't want. 3 beers in. This is the podcast.
I anticipate a deeply religious experience.
Hey everybody, welcome to another frothy episode of 3 Beers In.
Is it going to be frothy?
From the mouth.
It is now, yeah. All right, this is Ross, and with me tonight is Clint.
Hello.
Joel. He's there. And the man who proves that some people bring joy wherever they go, and some people bring joy whenever they go. Cutter.
Hey, Ross. Always a pleasure to be here.
That was a bit of a long intro. But yeah. So tonight, you want to tell us what we're drinking?
We are drinking Hop Sting's Remedio. It's a Southwest wit.
So it's a Remedial beer?
Yep, exactly.
I don't think
Remedio.
that's PC.
It's like, it is a wit beer made.
right.
With, I think it's brewed with Texas lavender.
Lavender and...
Coriander.
No, it doesn't
Sage.
have coriander. Sage.
Instead of typical coriander.
The other thing that I hate.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The other thing that you hate.
Yeah,
Oh
one
yeah,
of
you,
them.
you don't
This is gonna
like
be a good episode. I can tell you already.
You don't like
need
sage, right?
You only need to add rosemary, and I will just... I don't know. I'll hold it down. So, yeah, I open mine. You guys can open yours.
You're just gonna open all willy-nilly? You're
Yeah.
not
Yeah, we're wild tonight.
No rules.
Ross is like, let's just get this shit over with.
Ooh, that is fragrant, effervescent.
Ooh, I like the nose though. The sage is there. I'm not getting much lavender on the nose, but
I think the lavender's there.
Maybe
ooh, on the
A little
tongue
bit.
though, man, that's good. Ooh, yeah, that's good.
on the tongue. I don't know how this is going to taste.
Definitely have sage there. Yeah, definitely.
Hold your nose.
I actually don't enjoy the way lavender smells. So
Well, I hope
Why?
Joel doesn't because Joel doesn't smell his beer anyway.
Is this supposed to taste like soap?
yes, with lavender in it, it probably tastes like soap to you.
The lavender's okay.
The sage, no?
It's the... I don't taste the sage as much as I smell it, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's definitely on the nose. I don't taste the sage as much either.
It's almost on the reverse. I smell more sage, no lavender, but then when I drink it, more lavender, no sage. It's kind of weird.
I get some spicy sage notes now.
I see the soap note that you're talking about. It does kind of smell. It smells
Well,
vaguely of
yeah.
soap, yeah,
Probably the lavender.
Yeah, the lavender.
and the sage. But yeah, it's like
Mostly, no, but lavender is like really prevalent in a lot of soap
Soaps, yeah.
fragrances. So
Yeah.
first impressions. It's a 1. This is definitely a drinkable beer for me.
Yeah, it's okay. Drink a little bit more and figure out where I'm at. 0 to 1.
I don't know.
This is
I
definitely not traditional.
I immediately didn't enjoy it. Well, I don't,
You came in
I
not
don't-
wanting to
Yeah,
enjoy it.
exactly. I don't like the nose, but the lavender isn't terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It kind of has a soothing effect on my
Yeah.
tongue, whereas the sage is just stabbing it with saginess. But,
It could use some coriander though, just to like right through the middle.
I think it's weird that they went lavender and sage opposed to like orange and coriander.
well, I can tell you why in a minute. But
this beer is terrible.
I sup-
0.
Really, you don't like it at all?
I
I kind of want an Austin Beer Works beer now.
Yeah.
I would also give it a 0. I wouldn't say it's a bad beer, but nah, I wouldn't voluntarily order lavender and sage.
not a bad beer in the sense that it tastes
It's
like
well
lavender
made.
and sage,
Yeah.
and it's well made.
That's the bad part.
Yeah.
It tastes like lavender and sage.
Yeah, I don't like lavender, so
Yeah,
Actually,
no, I
I
don't.
was doomed from the beginning.
I don't either. I don't like lavender, but I especially don't like sage.
It'd be a really good wit if it didn't have the lavender. But now I'm trying to think if the lavenders, if I like the lavender part.
I'm not as put off by the lavender now. Like I said,
this
it's
would be
kind
like
of
a good, like if you're grilling chicken or something, like this would be a good
marinate
beer.
it with.
Not you marinate it with or drink it with. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I could see that.
that's this is good grilled chicken beer.
Better than rosemary.
Better than rosemary. I like rosemary.
I hate rosemary. I know.
I love rosemary.
I would rather
lot
have
of people-
rosemary in this beer than lavender.
Really?
Ugh, I hate
If-
lavender. I'm not a fan. I don't like lavender soaps. I am not a fan of lavender.
I'm so glad I brought this beer.
Yeah.
I like this beer. I
did-
like this beer a lot.
I didn't know Clint and I had that in common. So glad to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clint hates two things: lavender and beer.
I hate two things. And they're both put together in this one.
And Cutter. Yeah. I emailed Ben Burton from the brewery, from Hop Sting Brewing, which is in Grapevine, which is northwest of Dallas. So
Yeah.
there's another reason to dislike it.
Noted.
So, but he was saying that the lavender and sage was inspired by an herbal tea blend that he once enjoyed. It had those herbs plus orange peel, orange blossom, chamomile, and hibiscus. And I think any of those other ones would have been better than sage and lavender.
Or include them in this and like...
Well, he says that that's a possibility for like the seasonal variety of their Southwest Wit. Yeah, no. I
would have thrown them all in, probably because it would have balanced out the lavender probably a little bit
I
more.
can see that. Yeah, I could have hit it at least. Yeah, and he thought those flavors would go well in a wit beer. But it came down to really what was locally available. So they can easily get a whole shitload of sage and lavender. So or
I see.
buttload.
Is that because other breweries are just like, we're not putting it in our beer? And
No,
No, it's just there.
It's widely abundant. That's why they
Yeah.
like stick it in so many soaps and stuff.
Can we have Blue Bonnet beer?
And
Texas
it's
lavender. No,
supposed
you
to be-
can't.
It's supposed to be
Yeah, because
soothing.
you can't pick blue bonnets.
No, you can't legally. It's state
But
flower.
not even if you plant them on your own property?
Nope. Just gotta let them grow, man.
Oh.
Not allowed to.
Kind of like sunflowers in Kansas. That's why
Yeah,
I hate
yeah.
sunflowers. Oh, yeah.
So, like,
Did
if
you
you ever
know-
wanted to prank somebody in a bad way, like
Just
just spread bluebonnet seeds
Yeah,
all through
I've heard that
their
before.
yard and
Yeah.
can't mow your yard. What are you gonna do?
Oh, Chance would
Ooh.
hate that. He loves mowing.
All right, let's.
I know what we're
put a
doing
bunch
when we
of
go visit Chance.
You should do that at like every Airbnb you have because
Oh,
they won't even
God.
know. Like 6 months later, after like 20 people rented out
Yeah.
their house, they'll
Well,
be like,
it-
why are there blue bonds back here?
Well, I mean, technically, you'd only not be able to mow it for like 4 weeks because
They're died.
Yeah.
They died.
Yeah,
they don't last very long, yeah.
No.
Not even through the season?
They
I mean,
last like
March
1
to
month.
April, yeah.
That's
Really?
like their season is
Yeah.
1 month.
Oh, okay. We already missed it then.
Then it gets
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
It's probably
yeah.
too hot.
I didn't
No,
miss
no.
it. They were out there.
They were out there.
They were out
there
there.
were fields of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good year for
Yeah,
blue bonnets.
it
They
was.
actually lasted
Yeah.
longer because of all the
Tons.
rain.
They were just all over the place, and those other wildflowers, Indian paintbrushes and whatnot. Just fields of blue and yellow and red and orange. Damn, man. I don't know where you were at. But yeah, that was what's locally available. So more about them. He says that John Powell, who is their head brewer, he is more technically proficient and he loves classical styles. Whereas this guy, Brian, he just throws weird shit at him. And he's like, why don't we do this? And then apparently they meld the styles. I don't think it's as melded as well as Orf, but
Yeah.
they're not. But they're not.
Orf's
doing
more
like hybrid.
Yeah,
sort of stuff.
Orf's doing like a hybrid of styles.
they're
Like,
just-
this is
they're
more
just doing, like, weird,
modern
like-
takes.
Yeah.
Modern takes. Yeah.
And Orf's was chemistry background, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That helps. I get like a warm feel from it. Almost like a
Wrigley, like
a
Was it a wriggler?
yeah, like a almost a cinnamon kind of burn, but
I
it's
can
more
see-
of a
yeah,
warm.
it's
That's
more of a
probably the
warm-
sage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
think so?
sage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, I can.
That makes it kind of weird if it's supposed to be a summer beer because it's like I don't know if I'd want to be in the heat and like being a little warmed.
Like I said, this would be like, especially for my style of cooking, this would be a delicious dinner beer for me.
Dear potato chips and ground
Yeah.
beef.
Hey, time out. I didn't have.
I'm out. Wait,
I didn't have any
Breadcrumbs.
breadcrumbs. So potato chips work just as well for putting in a burger.
why would you put breadcrumbs in a burger?
What kind of?
Just use burger.
What kind of potato chips?
Vegan.
Like regular.
They were not vegan.
Vegan.
Like,
I think they were just Lay's.
Yeah,
Something.
it
No,
seemed like
Cape Cod.
something
I think
like
they were
that.
Cape Cod, actually.
Okay.
these like banana chips. I was like, what?
Banana tater chips. I thought those burgers are good. Ross is all like, what is this in here? It looks like maggots.
I didn't say that. but I thought it, but I didn't say it.
Said it with your eyes, Ross.
Is this burger any good? It's best if you don't ask questions.
Always have to ask questions when you're.
Anyway, so how long have they been in business?
I don't know. Actually, he didn't tell me anything about that.
Does it say on the can?
Let's see.
That's mine, Joel. Stay away from my can.
Really?
Huh?
Grab the wrong one?
No, I'm the one reading the can.
It looks like 2017, I think.
Oh, relatively young.
Yeah, but they've been in the DFW area working in beer since 2012. It looks like 2013. John Powell graduated from the American Brewers Guild, and he worked at 2 local breweries. First was Grapevine Craft Brewery, and most recently Rar & Sons.
Oh, yeah. Robinson's, huh?
Yeah, and he became a certified Cicerone in 2012, level 2.
Level 2.
It says here, this is from their website, he welcomes any excuse to eat copious amounts of stinky cheese. Yeah.
Not
there
a
you
big
go.
stinky cheese guy.
No.
I've recently gotten into cheeses.
I love cheese, but stinky cheese,
A nice smoked Gouda.
There you go.
that's all I
Smoked
need.
Gouda.
That's all I
a
need.
Secret recipe for secret ingredient
Gouda
to almost any
sounds
dish.
exotic, but it's kind of, it's not really.
But smoked Gouda.
Yeah, no.
It's good beer. Man, I like this beer.
Yeah.
I'm not typically huge on wits or wheats.
Yeah.
But it's all like this one's I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll
You've said that multiple times now.
I know, but it's all
We get it. You like it. You
Yeah,
like
but-
every beer. Every beer you like.
It's I've got some Doppelblur that I keep on saying that I'm saving in my fridge, but I need to drink them because they don't keep that well. I guess Doppelblur would.
It should. It's going to high
ABV, yeah.
So it should be okay.
But I mean, it's still less than 8. What is considered a high ABV?
I'd say anything over
6.
6.
Anything over 6?
I wouldn't say, okay, not high, but elevated.
Elevated. Yeah. High, I consider like 10. That's where it's
Yeah,
like
I can
that'll
see that.
keep for a while.
Oh,
But,
that'll stay good forever.
yep, exactly.
Years.
Exactly.
You can keep that.
I've had like 3 of my KBSs that I bought. I bought a whole case.
Yeah.
So I've had 3 of them. It's like those are going to be there for a while.
Vertical flight.
Yep.
They're above 10?
Huh?
They're above 10?
They're like 11 or
11
12.
and a half, yeah.
Are they?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
All right, so the Remedio Southwest Wit. The can says Remedio is good for what ails you. But they didn't spell ale like ale. Anyway. It is our take on the traditional Belgian wit beer. This refreshing, thirst-quenching style is great for the hot Texas summer. We use healthy amounts of wheat, charismatic Belgian yeast, and orange peel. Now, instead of the typical coriander, we've utilized Texas-grown sage and lavender.
I love the fact that on the can, like on either side of the logo, it's got brewed with Texas sage,
Yeah.
brewed with Texas lavender.
Cool.
There's no. So they did put orange peel in this.
Yeah, it says it gives it a unique fruity and floral character we hope you'll love. I don't really get any fruit.
Yeah, I'm not getting any kind of citrus orange peel notes from it.
No, me neither. The yeast should be providing it, but
The yeast, I definitely get. I get a little bit of that fruity. Occasionally, I'll catch a little bit of that almost banana.
Now that it's been read off the can, he gets it.
now,
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Cutter. He gets it all.
I didn't say orange. What I said was the yeast provides a little bit of that fruit. I get a banana more than anything from that yeast.
Oh, I bet you get a banana.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
I was the one going for like the banana.
But no, it's all like, it's a good beer. I like this beer. I know I've said it like 7 times. But I don't care. It's so good.
I feel like you're the only one I've heard this.
I'll say this, like as you drink through it, like with most flavors, the sage and lavender definitely mellow as you drink through it. So it's less abrasive and distasteful.
I never really thought
me.
it was abrasive personally. But
Well, you don't hate lavender like I do. So.
that's true. I don't.
So you'd want to drink it a little bit warmer? Not like warm, but warmer.
No, you just kind of get
numb to it.
numb to
A
it.
little
Yeah,
bit.
Acclimated.
yeah, you get acclimated.
Yeah.
There you go.
Desensitized, whatever you want to say.
Acclimated has better connotation. It's all about the words you use, Clint. If you're gonna be president in 2024, got your back.
Hashtag work for the flavor.
It is at least easy drinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is light. Yeah, definitely not a heavy beer.
I bought a few extras. I'm probably gonna marinate some chicken in this.
Go ahead. Keep talking about it.
Gonna do it. I'm gonna marinate it. Throw a little
You're always
rosemary in
talking
there
about
too.
Throw a
Fresh rosemary.
I have a rosemary bush in my
I
back.
know.
In my backyard.
On the next podcast
I've been
episode, we'll eat Cutter's chicken.
You call your bush rosemary?
Rosebud. It was a sled.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I know, right? He ain't been the same since Kirky. Sorry, it was a different movie.
You know what, Cutter? Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's good to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Get it out early. Just get it out early.
The first one.
First beer, first
First,
fuck you.
the first fuck you Cutter is the hardest. After the first one, though, they come pretty easily.
Didn't Show Crow cover that?
The first cut is the deepest.
The first fuck you is the hardest.
Sounds like a different music video.
No, it's not so bad.
The first fuck you is the hardest.
Oh,
Was
so styrofoam cups for drinking beer, not very good.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't
Makes
say.
so that's what all we had for.
Oh, but you get
trying- a lot of foam.
Okay, yeah.
As
I
you pour?
figured, yeah. The air, I guess. I don't know.
Wait, where was styrofoam cups?
At work, I let people try my beer
Oh, yeah.
at work, and
Your
red
beer.
red
Had, like,
solo
coffee
cups.
sorry, our beer.
Red solo cups. That's where it's at.
We didn't have any. All we had was styrofoam cups, and all I can say is that the head does not go away,
Yeah.
and it pours really strong, like really thick head.
Yeah, which is really good in the glass. I love it. And I'm really proud of it. The head retention is just like amazing. It's like thick, foamy, cratery, just like it's nice.
On our Wee Heavy,
Yeah,
yeah, it's really good.
That's one you had.
But in a styrofoam cup, it's just like
all foam.
okay, that's like all foam, like half foam, half. And I had the cup like sideways.
How do I get down to the beer? Yeah,
Do you like batch 1 or batch 2 better?
I don't think I've drank enough of batch 2 yet.
It's good. It's different, but it's good.
I thought it was
Batch
like
two.
batch 3 or something.
It's better.
I think I'd like more vanilla, more oaky vanilla, more.
Did you
like,
put vanilla in it?
Yeah,
Oh,
more vanilla from the bourbon.
I'm leaning towards batch 1 as a preference
I
for
know.
me, but
But
the batch
I-
2 is good.
I think the beer part of batch 2 is stronger than batch 1.
yes.
Yes,
Batch 1,
I
it
agree.
was a lot of barrel and bourbon, and not.
That's like all it was.
Yeah.
No, it
and
was
just a little
delicious.
bit like a base of.
It was delicious.
No,
Yeah.
this one actually
good.
is a Wee Heavy that has bourbon flavor in it. The first one was like
Bourbon and vanilla.
Yeah.
Bourbon. We have a flavor.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't even know if there was any Wee Heavy that came through on the first one.
I disagree.
There was
There's a wee bit.
a wee bit, yes. There you go.
It was a wee bit heavy.
All right, so I'm not sure we've ever really discussed wits. We've
Similar
had,
to wheat.
We've had plenty, but yeah,
Have we? Have we had plenty?
I know we've had
Maybe not on the
in our
podcast.
own lives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've had plenty.
I know we've had
Yeah.
the Celis.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's wit.
We've had one with the Craft Beer Club, maybe 2 with them, but yeah. Yeah, so, there are 2 common varieties of wheat beer. There's the Weiss beer, which is the German white beer, based on the German tradition of mixing at least 50% wheat to barley malt to make a light-colored top fermenting beer, and wit beer, which is the Dutch white beer, based on the Belgian tradition of using flavorings such as coriander and orange peel. The Belgian white beers are often made with raw, unmalted wheat, as opposed to malted wheat used in other varieties.
So what do they do for the sugar in the unmalted wheat?
No, you have to use other malts.
Ah.
You still get sugars out of the unmalted wheat, but you have to have other. It's
diastatic power,
which you have to use the other malts,
That's what
and
my
they
doctor
get
said,
everything.
too.
The other malts pretty much get starches converted and release those enzymes and everything, and that'll help the wheat convert as well.
Okay.
There's
okay.
also
It's like peer pressure.
yeah, exactly.
The other malts are like, come on.
Yeah.
You know you want,
Come on.
But,
you know
yeah.
you want to convert that starch to sugar, man. Come on.
But
Just try it once. Just try it once.
Are they like goth malts that just kind of
Yeah.
hang out on the side,
Yeah.
don't really come to the peer pressure?
Yeah,
That are like,
yeah, I think there are.
All right, guys, time me off.
But they're if you don't have enough Pilsner or whatever is any other malts in there, you have a low diastatic.
power, and you won't get much sugar out of it.
So it's like the opposite of diabetes?
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, because you want more sugar.
Right.
Well, no, it's type 1, right? Or I don't know. Type 2. I can't remember.
Wait,
Types.
one of the types is you need more sugar, and one
Yeah,
of the types
you're-
is you need less.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about diabetes.
Yeah, your
Diabetes.
pancreas makes too much insulin, so you need more sugar, and one it doesn't make any or too little insulin, so it won't like.
And that's the one you need the shots for.
Yeah, insulin
So,
shots.
Insulin shots.
Is this
I
one
think
pretty much
you
sugar
need
or is it like a
shots for
substitute?
both of them, but
What are you shooting in the
I don't know. Pure
like,
sugar,
pure
just
sucralose, glucose, mainline,
candy corn and Zima. Oh, there's a call back there. That's a good one. Yeah.
Archer season, 10 is out now?
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So unmalted wheat. There's also a protein rest, which a lot of brewers did in the old days, which now it's not really as useful since we have the other highly modified malts, which will convert sugars from the unmodified malts, which is your flake wheat and unmalted wheat. But yeah, they would do a protein rest, which they would have it at a lower temperature, and then they raise the temperature of the mash to get all those sugars because at a lower temperature for a longer time, it'll start converting those.
Gotcha.
To sugar, getting those sugars out. Anyway, so
like a slow boil, essentially.
yeah.
So-
it's not boiled, but yeah.
Low and slow.
So the Weiss beers, Hefeweizens fall into
Yeah.
the Weisses.
German.
Oh yeah, they definitely are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And Berliner Weiss. Yeah.
yeah.
And-
So those are all derivative of
Weiss beer.
Weiss beer.
Yeah, that which is white beer, wheat beer. Which Weiss is. It has like what 3 different meanings or something.
Well, it depends on spelling, but yeah, it's like it's
Yeah,
either
there's
white or
white-
wheat. Yeah.
White, wheat, or is it light even? Is that one of them?
No, that's Hellas. Hella.
That's right.
Hellas.
Hellas is light?
Yeah, it means light. Yeah, so, that was the next thing I had in my notes, because both German Weissbier and Belgian Witbier are termed white beers because wheat has the
Same etymological root as white in most West Germanic languages.
including English,
Yep.
which is a Germanic language. Other minor wheat beer styles such as Berliner Weiss, Gose, and Lambic are made with a significant portion of wheat. So those are all Weiss beers as well.
Also, in other news, Kansas is in the wheat belt. Just throwing that out there.
Okay. Why don't they make better beer? I don't know.
Because they're all Mennonites.
All that fucking
They don't
boulevard.
drink. Yeah, right?
All they make is wheat.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty much wheat and corn.
And tornadoes, right? You
And
get tornadoes?
sunflower oil. And tornadoes, yeah.
And
We make a lot of stuff. Man, we are just manufacturing gods over there. As long as it's...
you're manufacturing gods?
yeah.
Like making new ones?
Yeah.
Like American
Oh.
Gods?
Like wheat gods and tornado gods.
Like the second,
Wow.
How does
second
is that
Testament,
show still
right?
on?
New Testament?
Yeah, it just finished the second season.
Oh, it just finished the second season?
Oh,
It just finished or you just finished?
well,
It just finished.
Okay.
I still have one episode.
I've never heard of this show, so...
You've never heard of American Gods?
I don't really
Uh,
watch...
Neil Gaiman.
It's
It's
a
a book.
Is
took
it
like a-
Showtime?
No, it's Stars.
Stars. Is the second season good?
I like it. Yeah.
they took a long time to make
Like
it, right?
better or worse than the first one?
I don't know.
Not as much hype recently.
There's
Well, it's because it's over.
A lot of stuff.
It ended a couple weeks ago.
A lot of stuff happens. So, but there's not a lot of where. In the first one, they explain stuff and they go back in time and everything, and they talk about the gods.
talk about who they were before.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of that in the second season. In the second season, they're just like, all right, now we're here.
We've already explained to you who these.
We've already built this world.
Do they keep adding new ones or?
They've added a couple. Yeah.
Oh, really?
What's kind of the thesis of the show?
I think.
So the thesis is that there's the old gods have kind of died off, right? And
supernatural.
Because they don't have a lot of believers.
With the move to the new world and the development of technology and everything.
It's like that episode of Supernatural with the trickster.
Yeah.
Where all the gods meet at that one place. Yeah.
God.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Damn it.
Which he turns out to be who does the trickster turn out to be?
Loki. Gabriel.
Gabriel.
They're both the same people. They're both the same.
Yeah.
So Supernatural going to be like the new Seinfeld or Simpsons and be like, you remember that Supernatural episode?
Only with these two fuckers.
You watched it too.
So,
no, I don't.
But, yeah,
You don't?
I don't.
No, he
hates
hates
it.
Oh, I thought you watched it.
Anyway.
I thought you were.
I might
Yeah.
have been able to get him to watch it a long
But
time
American
ago.
gods.
But in American gods, so you have the old gods who have been forgotten and so have basically lost a lot of their power.
The Greek gods or different?
A bunch of different ones.
And then
There's
you have
Egyptian and
the new gods
Norse
who
and-
are
Jesus.
television,
future,
future tech and media and internet stuff like that. Basically, the things that people worship have manifested as a god, right? So we worship the television.
Yeah,
we
if
worship
you get,
anyway.
exactly.
So you have this
To get power, you have to have worshippers.
the old gods. Basically, the old gods
Kind
are
of like that episode in Supernatural, the Christmas episode.
Oh my god!
Is that the one where they met up at the bar?
So
Right.
anyway, the old gods are trying to find a way to
They eat a cheeseburger.
reinstate themselves.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they're using the main character of the show to.
Yeah,
It
Wednesday.
seems.
Are they old gods converted into new gods, or are they just new gods? That
No,
are
they've
being
just
introduced
been
into-
there. They're the same ones. They've just been there. They're now, in
They've evolved into,
wearing
these
regular
new-
clothes and
Let's just
stuff.
let me tell you how the show starts.
Okay, yeah. Here
A
we
bunch
go.
of Vikings land on
Oh man,
That's
fucking
awesome. I'm sold.
in
I don't
America,
even listen anymore.
right?
Land in America.
And then they get stranded basically because there's no way
no way
wind
back.
to
To
take them off
Exactly.
the shore, and they're getting shot to shit by Native Americans with their arrows.
Mm-hmm.
And so they do several different things trying to appease their god to
Right.
give them wind out of there, and eventually they all take to taking a knife and gouging out one of their eyes, each and every one of them, to appease their god, and then they get wind and they can
and then
sail
they
out.
can leave.
That's how the show starts.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
You had me at Vikings.
Yeah.
I'll watch anything with Vikings.
Well, there's no more. That's just how it starts off.
There's also the woman who eats people with her vagina.
Yeah, there is a woman.
Teeth?
No, just like a snake, basically, sort of
Oh, a snake.
like a python, just digesting it. whole.
Not really. She shrinks the people.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I don't know the science of it.
Interesting.
Shrinks him with her
It's
eyes.
a weird fucking show.
that scene is really
pretty
weird,
good.
especially for being. I think that's in the first episode, right?
I don't think it's in the first episode.
No?
Second
Okay.
season of Supernatural, though, right?
It's pretty early on.
Anyway,
The Vagina Snatchers.
Vagina facers.
Vagina facers. Sorry.
What's that?
That's a Supernatural reference. Kind of. Parody of a Supernatural reference.
Parody of a parody. Well, I guess.
Yeah.
all right.
I guess
So,
it's not really.
so
I don't know.
let's all right. Detoured.
Yeah.
Let's get back on.
These two are
So-
complete. Yeah.
So wit beer, white beer, beer blanche, or simply wit is a barley/wheat top fermented beer brewed mainly in Belgium and the Netherlands. It gets its name due to suspended yeast and wheat proteins, which cause the beer to look hazy or white when cold. It is a descendant from those medieval beers, which were flavored and preserved with a blend of spices and other plants such as coriander, orange, and bitter orange, referred to as gruit, instead of using hops.
I am Groot.
Yes.
Oh, you can make references, but we can't?
So, but
That's like a reference everybody gets.
this is a really clear wit.
Agreed.
It's not very
like-
white either.
which makes it
Why?
which probably lends it to its drinkability.
Right.
Because a lot of wits, a lot
Would
of wheats,
you-
a lot of hefts, like they're heavy. What?
Would
And
you almost
cloudy.
want to call this
Yeah.
a crystal Weizen?
Yeah, because it probably
Almost.
is filtered. Yeah,
It definitely looks filtered, but
it's more of a crystal white.
have I said that I like this beer?
is
'Cause I
German.
like this
I'm
beer.
talking about like the Avery White Rascal,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like that beer looks white.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a wit.
Uh-huh.
This is clearer
right.
and not as white.
So yeah, it's like ABW's Heisenberg,
Heisenberg.
that's a pretty good beer. I like that beer. I also like the name. It's a cool name.
Still have some at our store.
What is it? I don't know if it's.
It's on the edge.
Yeah, that's not one that would have a long shelf life. But that's probably why
Wits and
it's,
Wheats, usually it's about 3 months.
probably why it's seasonal. That might be one of the reasons it's seasonal.
Yeah, because I've had it's a wit.
Like the Cowboys from Hellas that Clint had
Yeah.
from February.
Yeah. Didn't feel that.
Not in its prime.
No, I don't think it was.
Yeah.
Did you buy it at a
Little bit
grocery store
past.
or did you buy it at the?
Yeah, I bought it at HEB.
Oh, okay.
Harry E. Butts. So a little bit about Groot.
That was Herbert.
Yeah, I don't know.
that
We
a
always
nickname for
said,
Harry?
We always said Harry Butts.
Harry Butts.
Somebody asked on Reddit. I just moved to Texas. How do you pronounce HEB?
Heb. Yeah.
And it was like it's
I can see that.
HEB.
I can see that.
H.E.B.
I mean, it seems
Dot.
so like you're so used to it.
You
It's
grow
funny,
up with
yeah.
it, so yeah. But if you've never been here and you've never seen one, because it's not widespread. It's not even really widespread.
But the trucks
spread
are all
around
over, and it
Texas,
literally
but
says Herbert E. Butts on the thing. So, it's H.E.B.
there you go.
or the Heb.
Heb.
2 hebs and a bean.
Love that. Yeah.
No, it's
Gotta go to the Heb.
2 Hebs, 1 bean.
there you go.
I don't know what that means.
What does a bean mean?
It's a NoFX album.
Oh.
Anyway, so Groot, if you guys want to find out, is before the use of hops, brewers used something called Groot. It was an additive to the brew to make it taste better and also last longer. In some
What every woman wants.
there you go. Make it taste better. Yeah.
And make it last longer.
Anyway, in some instances, it was considered to have almost magical powers and was adding healing to the brew. But in others, they just used it to add color, which is mentioned in an act from the town Hue, which is, I believe, in the Netherlands somewhere, where the term pigmentum is used for Groot instead of Groot. They called it pigmentum because it was just used to add color.
How you spelling Groot, just out of curiosity?
Gruit.
Oh, like
For the listeners at
so,
home.
without an I,
So
right?
if it would be,
not like
it
the
looks
tree.
like Gruit, but it's pronounced Groot.
Yeah.
From
I done
from
Gruit.
what I've read.
For some,
Yeah.
for some
Done
reason,
Gruit.
for some reason, I thought it was an E, but yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
it probably could have been spelled multiple ways throughout the years
all
because
makes sense now.
this is like 1000 AD.
Groot is like the magical member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Just like their get out of jail free card. He can just
Do anything.
do things that I get it. He's the magical fix. He is Groot. Oh man. It's meta. It's real meta. Oh my goodness.
Get those aromatics.
Actually, not too bad. It's kind of moving up.
Yeah, the head doesn't stay long
I don't even taste the lavender or sage anymore.
Yeah.
It's almost like lemony. I still get the lavender on
The
there.
citrus, maybe? Yeah, okay. So, one definition of Groot explains it quite well. It's a combination of vegetable, different kinds used as an additive in brewing. One of the first mentions was in the Latin form Materium Cerverae, which I guess is a book that teaches you how to make beer. I couldn't really find too much about it.
It's a secret book.
Yeah,
Only those
it's
in
like
the
a,
know.
It's like a cookbook, I guess, but with beer.
Does it come from the land of ice and snow?
No, it doesn't.
Does it come from the land down under?
Well, women glow and men plunder.
No, not there either. Mostly Europe. Mostly Western Europe.
I like it. I like it.
So the thing about it's usually laurel leaves, wild rosemary, and most notably bog myrtle or sweet gale. It's also called Murica gale, which is what...
Murica. Murica.
No, yeah, sure. Which is what Jester King used in their Viking metal.
Was that the leaves?
Yeah.
That was
okay.
yeah. It was
the leaves and twigs.
No, not that one. Not the underbrush. Not the just lawn clippings or whatever.
Jester King. He'll drink some shit.
There you go. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was supposed to give a rather sweet, grassy taste to it, but if you boil long enough, it gives a bitter taste, not completely different from hops, although the aromatic qualities are quite different.
Much like, Orf was talking about it, the whole jasmine thing. So
Yeah.
has the same qualities as hops, just completely different flavor profile.
Which Fourth Tap makes a gruit. A couple people make a gruit. They
Really?
which is theirs is a rosemary and strawberry. I think they also have a rosemary and grapefruit. Maybe
Yep.
is that the Long Walk or is that the IPA?
It's weird I don't remember
So
the names
should-
of them, but I remember the flavor profiles.
Yeah,
Do we need to make a group?
I don't know. We could.
I got rosemary out front.
I got rosemary.
Yeah, we can. We can do whatever we
Or
want,
do you want
man.
Or I got rose bushes too.
Yeah.
We can just take the rose petals, man.
No, that is the way you do it because you can't buy roses from like a florist or something because they've been treated with a lot of harsh pesticides in order to help them
I
grow.
use no pesticides out on the front.
Okay.
Clint's like, I only use pesticides.
Because
this is great.
You
We
can
can-
use rose petals in beer, but you can't just go buy them because they're
Rose,
gonna have,
I will let you know, rose has a very strong flavor.
Yeah. Also, the thing is because they probably use harsher pesticides because most people aren't out there ripping rosebuds off of the bush, eating them.
Rosebud.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would that be like some kind of added high that people get like start getting addicted to if you
No.
started making it out of?
No. That was something I thought about doing.
I can only enjoy
while
the
ago.
smell of rose for like this long. Like,
Yeah.
they're nice to look at. The smell of rose.
I mean, we'd only bottle
and the
like
taste
5
of 'em.
gallons. So
Oh, Jesus.
No, not even that much. I don't know. But yeah, so
Thing is, everyone making beer needed gruit, but
it was controlled basically by the monarchy.
by the church and by the monks.
I don't know. But they could sell rights to people to sell it. Like there was a Grutenreich
Okay.
or Grootreich, something like that. One of the other.
Is that
the
before
first one or
Yeah,
the second one?
Yeah. But it was kind of like a shady dealing sort of thing. Like, hey, here, you can do this. Give me some favors, and I'll give you this paper saying that you could sell the Groot. So,
What kind of favors?
sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always sexual.
Yeah. I've got this copy of the script from the new season of Supernatural. Here,
What do I need to do?
There are only kind of two kinds of favors: Derek favors and sexual favors.
Sexual flavors.
That's Derek
Sorry.
Rose.
Like
You got to work for those flavors.
Sweat and bacon.
But yeah. And it's like, it's fucked up because if you want to make beer, you have to pay this extreme tax. It's basically a tax just to get your ingredients to make your beer. But then they found these hops. They started growing hops, and it's like, fuck you, I'm using hops.
This is
They're even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they started taxing the hops, so it wasn't like Hoppenreich, I think it was, or something like that.
Oh, we never really.
Which actually the British did it for a lot longer because that's why IPAs.
You heard it here first. Brits do it longer.
Yeah, which
Dirty fucking limeys.
that's why IPAs made there were lower, usually lower in hop bitterness.
Mm-hmm.
Most of their beers were lower in hop bitterness anyway, like stouts and everything, because they didn't want to use a lot of hops because
The
they have to
taxes.
fucking pay a lot
Yeah.
for them. Yeah,
Taxes.
for every pound that they used. I think.
Those are Tony's fucking people.
Yeah, I know.
So we didn't talk about it. Well, we haven't talked
French
in a while,
people
but
are
like
amazing.
Did prices of beer go up due to the can? Aluminum.
I've noticed a little bit, but
not like
I haven't noticed.
just like regular inflation sort of.
Yeah.
I haven't really.
Most things, like we kind of assumed, would be about
$9.99
a dollar more.
What?
About a six pack? Yeah.
for a 6-pack.
For what?
Yeah.
For a six pack, we just said that.
Of what?
$9.99.
About
Beer.
$1 more.
When?
Oh, he wasn't there for that episode. I don't think he was there for that episode. Whenever,
There's several episodes where we talked about it.
Who? Him?
Yeah.
Clint?
This guy?
We definitely
Well,
had
no,
it in
the
place.
first. I don't think we've really mentioned it
At his
since,
old
like
place.
the bauxite tax or whatever, like the aluminum tax. Like when it went up it was about a year ago.
No, I'm pretty sure that guy was. Clint was here for.
I remember being at Clint's
all
table
of,
for that.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So it did go up a little bit. About $1 6-pack.
I've noticed it a little bit at the store, but it's not. It's
So
not
maybe like a
overly
10% increase.
I don't think
I wouldn't say it's
the last
too much.
6-pack I bought, I think was still $8.99. Like
Yeah, that
normal.
Bud Ice is still down there. Yeah.
Oh, fucking Bud Ice. What kind of asshole brings Bud Ice over and sneaks it in a Convict Hill
See?
4-pack?
Guy who doesn't want it in his fridge anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they started canning Convict Hill. Nope.
I mean, they did.
Well,
But that's
it's
not what was
not
in
in
there.
the 4-pack like
was-
that.
They do that in 6-packs.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brandon, for doing that, by the way.
Oh yeah. Any better way to get Convict Hill is always appreciated.
Convict
But
Hill's
yeah,
oatmeal?
oatmeal stout. Yeah.
Oatmeal stout, yeah.
Yeah, but I was gonna say it's kind of like the same kind of guy who brings over Michelob Ultra and leaves it in your fridge. But anyway, it's not this guy. Anyway.
That wasn't. There's also some Jack and Coke pre-mixed.
yeah,
Who brought those over?
Jack's Hard Cola.
That's
right?
what my mom. So that was my mom and her boyfriend.
That could have been a guess.
friend.
Mom
Her boyfriend.
Or dad?
No,
You
my
can't-
dad brings Fireball.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know which. Is,
I literally brought the Bud
I don't
Ice
know which
over
is
for
worse.
your dad, and they were like, no, we're good. I was like, all right, well, I'm still going to leave this here. What you need to do is go on YouTube and find the interview
Find
with his
our-
dad, and just because nothing phases the Bradleys. 'cause
Is it on YouTube?
I don't know. Is it?
I'm
was-
sure.
it
I'm
was-
pretty certain it is. Yeah.
It was on the Channel 13 website, right? Is that where we?
It was on the
Yeah.
Channel 13 website.
I think I'm going to
Nothing
submit it
phases
to.
the Bradleys.
So my dad was on the news when Hurricane
What was
Harvey.
No, it wasn't Harvey. That was last year. Harvey was last year. So I want to say it was before then.
Ezekiel? No.
Is he the one that saw the
Elliot?
wheel way up in the middle of the year?
Yeah.
UFOs,
anyway.
buddy, right there in the Bible.
What was it? 2 years ago then that he was,
It was
he did
John. Was Revelation of John, right? Yeah. Anyway.
that? No, it was Hurricane Harvey. Yeah, because
Was it
that's when
Harvey?
all the disaster relief fund and that's JJ's Watts was raising money for
JJ's Watts.
JJ's Watts
He's so good to his mama.
and like all the Texas coastal towns got like destroyed.
Sounds about
It was
right.
Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah, it's pretty much every hurricane that's hit the Gulf around Houston.
No.
Houston usually is
Wow.
unscathed.
Every,
Yeah.
like,
It goes to Louisiana and
Every 10
the
years,
like,
you guys.
but-
Every 10 years. they get
Or
hit.
Florida, it just goes over the wang and it's just like
tickles,
like
tickles the balls a
Andrew,
little bit.
yeah.
Tickles the balls.
I think Andrew did that. 92. Yeah.
Yeah, 2017, tied with Hurricane Katrina as the costliest tropical cyclone.
Well, because Katrina hit Louisiana,
Yeah.
whereas Harvey hit Texas.
yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, it was Hurricane Harvey, and he stayed in Surfside and got interviewed by Channel 13 Eyewitness News. He was ignoring.
He was staying there. The evacuation warning, right?
Ignoring the evacuation warning and just.
Because they showed it with the house that's on the ocean.
Yeah.
Was that his house or was it?
No.
further in?
His was probably his house is 3 or 4 streets in from the beach.
I remember he had some picture frames without pictures in it. Anyway.
Did he?
I think you had just given him that, or somebody had just given him
Like
that.
stock,
probably did.
stock
He
photos,
hadn't
stock
figured-
families.
No, I think we may have given it to him, but he wanted photos of like us to put into it.
Yeah,
so.
that makes sense. Of your child growing up.
Yeah. Which I don't
Your
know.
strong masculine child. I don't know. Look at me.
She throws stuff.
She
She
can
does
play
throw-
softball.
Yeah, she plays softball.
No, she's not playing softball.
Catcher. She could be catcher. Like,
Look, I have it in my head. All right, she's
basketball.
some soccer
Okay.
I'm good with her playing
All
sports.
right.
Soccer is like the most reputable women's sport there is.
Yeah, no, definitely. Tony will go see you play.
Yeah,
if you
Tony
play
would totally
women's
go
soccer.
see
Every
you play.
4 years or
I
whatever
don't
FIFA
I don't
the World
fucking
Cup
get
is.
it.
Anyway,
Whatever.
Amy was trying to tell me to put her in
Hope so,
dance,
though.
and I was like, I'm not putting her in fucking dance unless she does like the cool hip hop dance stuff.
That's not hip hop.
She might not be bad.
This
I
ain't
was like-
hip hop.
I was like, so if she's gonna do dance, it's got to be a cool kind of dance. It's not gonna be fucking
Oh, she got to drop it like it's hot. Pop and lock
line,
it. Pop and
line
lock it.
dancing.
What about
and all
tap
that
dancing?
stuff.
Yes.
No,
No, it's not cool.
no,
Square dancing.
no,
That's for squares.
Oh, my
Ballerina.
no. What? No ballet. Honestly, though, she's probably gonna end up being like a musician or something like that.
bad. Yeah.
That's what-
Dancers are musicians.
Well,
Is she mama's daughter?
that's what Amy's going to
Daughter?
pressure her into, right?
No,
Oh.
no.
Well, she can't have more than 2 colors. She can't be an artist, so I don't know.
No, she can't have more than one color at a time.
One color at a time.
What is
There
that
you go.
reference to?
My rule.
Yeah.
What do you mean? One
So-
color?
She can't color. If she wants to color, she gets one color and she goes to color.
Oh, does she have like ADD?
She has to
She'll
turn
be
that.
like,
She has
"Oh."
to, no, she has to turn that back in to get another color. It's like at the library, a really bad library.
But why only one color?
This is the Bank of Clint in terms of colors. Like, I don't allow her.
Clint
to
does not want a whole bunch of colors all over the place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's the rule. That's the rule.
I exercise control.
I can sort of understand that.
Is that
I'm
like
like-
is that like a
No,
weird
or
way?
maybe
I'll let
three
her.
colors.
I
at a
sit there.
time?
I'll let her change. If she wants a different color, I'll give her that one and take the other one back. It's a perfect exchange. But Amy likes to just give her the box and just
Yeah.
like go have fun. I'm like, that's
Is that a weird? Is
fucking chaos, man. Like,
Is that
why
a weird?
would you do that?
Are you trying to like control? Like,
Yeah,
when
and
she
that- I
comes,
mean, and that's how you end up with this tub of half broken
Yeah.
crayons.
Yes.
Which
I
I
have-
remember that. Like,
We had so many half like broken crayons that we melted them together to make
Yeah.
one
Rose
giant
arts?
fucking.
Yeah.
well, they
And-
definitely weren't
and why
rose
did-
arts because if you
No,
melt
no.
a rose art, it's just gone. It's just,
and why did that
it
happen?
doesn't stick together.
Because you gave her the whole fucking box of
you
crayons.
say me like I did.
Yeah,
oh, I thought Clint was doing this because
I know you did.
Did you have the pack with the sharpener in it?
We've discussed this.
Yeah, I know. People might not have listened to that episode.
Yes,
That was a good
Wait, was that one that you just guys were on?
64 colors. Yeah, it was the Oktoberfest episode.
Oh, that's right. It was. Yeah.
We went way deep into crayons. It was
You, me, Tony. It was
That
just
was
the
it,
three of us.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just three
Yeah.
of us. Yeah, that's right.
I remember colors.
It was.
I had
Did you
to
say you
sharpen it.
remember colors?
Yeah, they used to be great. I don't know.
No, I thought
Now it's just black.
that's why.
I got a song for you to listen to later.
Eh,
And now we're recording.
there we go.
See, I didn't know that was a thing. As a person without kids, like color.
No, it's
like-
not really a thing. That's Clint's thing.
No, it should be an everybody thing.
I
Why
can
would you
understand-
let that chaos just fucking happen?
It's called creativity. Let them be creative. Let them.
Yeah, they can be creative with one crayon at a time.
It's true. They can. They really can.
You can, as long as you just like sit there and
live in a black and
let
white
it-
world. Just like
What?
No.
No, you color
Black,
and then
white,
you want
and
to change
red.
what color you're using.
then you turn
what
in
do
the
you have to
red,
do?
and
You
then
have to
you-
change crayons.
All right, here's the real question. If you had the 96 pack of crayons, which do you have it? You know
That's
it.
a lot.
Did you
oh
have it?
yeah, what color?
I don't have the 96.
Yeah,
I don't know that.
But no,
No.
did you have the 96 pack of crayons when you were growing up?
No. Why the fuck do you need 96 different crayons?
Yeah, I didn't have
Anyway,
it either.
so I had the 96 pack of crayons. Going back,
With
like,
the
bringing it back.
sharpener
Yeah,
in
with
the
the sharpener in the back. It's like what you did is you took one out and you put it back where you got it from. That's good because everything was like very color coded.
A 3-year-old's not going to do that though.
Yeah. Which
That's
is why
why-
you have to control the situation.
Exactly. You control the situation.
I did it, but I was 10.
It's called parenting. You have to be actively participating. Unless there's something really interesting on your phone. Then you're just like,
Ruby, what? Oh, new episode.
Anyway, but getting back to the topic, I'm 3 beers in.
oh, this guy.
3 beers in.
Not quite.
Wow.
No, I'm 3 beers in.
After
No.
only an hour.
I know.
What do you think?
It's only been an hour.
This is
Hour and
good.
15.
What can I
Shut
say?
your mouth.
I've been saying it all night. This beer's good. It's very, very good.
It's growing on me.
Do you still taste the lavender and sage?
Yeah, I do actually.
I still
Yeah.
taste the sage, really.
The sage is there. The
More,
lavender
probably.
is still there. The lavender is more on the finish now because it was on the front earlier. But the sage is pretty much ever present throughout the whole thing. But the lavender is just there on the finish. It's not traditional wheat that you think of it.
We talked about
It's
that.
more
They're not
similar.
using the same-
It's more similar to like the crystal Weizen. I'd say it's much lighter.
Yeah.
Very, very drinkable.
Did you taste the cloven bananas?
No.
At the first, I got a lot of the yeasty banana notes.
Yeah, you did say that. Yeah.
I didn't ever get any of the clove.
After reading the can, or
there's no banana on the can. There's just a big old banana right here. A big old yellow banana right there next to the snake.
God damn it, can! Thought we had a deal.
The snake is the banana.
Blown.
I know I've said it on other episodes. I like traditional beers. This is not one of those.
I think you like all beers.
Yeah.
I like traditional beers.
I think I said it on other episodes. I like all beers.
I said on the Goza episode that I wish that everybody had a traditional beer on their menu that just like very, very to style. This is not that beer. I appreciate these types of beers very much, though, that are
you appreciate
completely unique.
So, let me get this straight.
I love beer.
You appreciate traditional and non-traditional beers.
Yeah.
So you
Just
appreciate beer.
That's the point I'm trying to be.
And Frio.
This is what I feel. I feel like when people create breweries, they try to create an identity, whether it's the modern style, like different takes on new beers.
Yeah.
Blue Owl is a perfect example. Like souring everything.
Oh, definitely.
Then there's people
Also, they're
that are very traditional, much like Live Oak.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have these kind of fluid where it's like you have these modern
Melding,
styles.
yeah.
I feel like you should have both on the menu. And this is a very good wit. It's like it's not traditional. It's like okay, let me rephrase.
Okay.
It's aight.
It is not to style.
It's not the style, but it's like if you want something that's different, that's similar.
Yeah.
This is a very, very good beer.
They should have called it now for something completely different. With
huge tracts of land.
Drink it.
I understand why they call it Remedio. It's because that I think
it's good
remedy.
for what ails you.
It's remedy in Spanish, correct? Yeah. It's like the lavender,
and that's why it has the snake on
it's
the.
calming.
That's why it has the.
Is it calming though? Because I'm feeling pretty amped up after this conversation about crayons. Thinking about just giving a box of crayons to a toddler has me really on edge right now. And this beer doesn't seem to be helping me.
Anarchy.
Full disclosure.
Anarchy! I don't even know what that means, but I love it.
This is a 1 for me. This is definitely a 1.
We could tell that.
So it sounds like, from what I'm understanding, the head brewer is used to experimenting. So is Hop Sting?
Hey, you don't know what he did in college.
Well, he could have gone to. Anyway, you might know.
Did he go to UT?
He could have played ladies soccer.
Okay. He did go to UT though. So
he was in the movie Ladybugs. Anyway.
So is Hop Sting?
Thank you for getting that.
Yeah.
Does Hop Sting put out other stuff that's not traditional and can it, or do they just have?
They
have a few IPAs.
Yeah, of course.
IPAs and this the wit.
Do they do a twist on them? Or?
They have a core 3.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the core 3?
Which is 2 IPAs.
And this wit.
And this
wit. Which is a hazy IPA, and then they have a Texas IPA.
Do they do a twist on it? Do they add any flavors?
What's a Texas IPA?
I don't know. It's easy drinking, I guess. It's
Mosaic, Citra, and El Dorado.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Mosaic.
Citra and El Dorado, I'm good with. Yeah, the Mosaic is probably not used correctly. I don't know.
Oh, they had a
Mosaic. Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where you at, Hop and Sting?
I think that I've
not gonna follow my Twitter.
No, I'm
one
just saying
good
a lot.
Mosaic hop APA.
The Day Quencher?
I was gonna say Lone Pint Yellow Rose.
And you and your Lone
heavy.
Pint.
It's heavy.
I don't like the Yellow Rose.
Really?
It's
whoa.
Yeah, it's got that Mosaic bitterness.
That's like Cutter's favorite place to go.
And he likes it heavy at the Yellow Rose.
I would actually.
don't think that got clear there, but
it'll be there. It'll be in there.
It'll be there.
I missed it. I didn't hear it. I'll hear it later.
It's heavy. It's what he said. And you like that?
Fuck you.
You like it? He said you like it heavy at the Yellow Rose.
The Yellow Rose. There you go. Okay. That is very good. Very good. I didn't hear it at the Yellow Rose
Joel.
part. Yeah.
Well done.
Yellow Rose is a strip club, by the way, for anybody not local
Central
to
Austin,
us.
yeah.
But yeah, I like Lone Pine. I like stuff that they do. I'd like to visit them around the Christmas months when they do their.
Where's Lone Pine?
It's Magnolia, Texas.
When you go,
Although
Waco,
Magnolia, no,
let's go for some random Sunday.
It's close to Houston.
Let's go. You and me. Let's go for some random Sunday.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys.
Why just y'all?
Because you guys have.
I'm just saying.
We'll be busy.
I'm
you have
available.
family.
I'm not saying you can't go. I'm just saying
has
let's
family.
Can we go on Father's
Yeah, but he's fine leaving them.
Can we go on Father's Day?
go on Sundays. Yeah.
Can we go on Father's Day?
His daughter has a full box of crayons to color with.
Mine doesn't. She gets one at a time.
He can't go on Saturday because
I can't give
he
my daughter
works on
stickers if it
Saturday.
makes you feel any better. She just peels them all off.
Man.
And literally, I have a Band-Aid on a doorknob right now because she put it on there.
Stickers,
Like, why? She's
stickers.
Like, I thought it needed it.
Stickers, 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 stickers.
Fuck you.
That's a good strategy. So Cutter, the way Cutter parents is, leave her with the box of crowns so that I don't have to be here. Clint is like, I have to be here because she has to check in like a librarian.
It's just fucking anarchy if you don't.
You have to control it.
You have to actually be there.
Otherwise, all the colors get mixed up.
You don't
It's like,
understand how many boxes of crayons that I have.
why are you doing the Sean Bean thing?
I've got so many boxes of crayons that we don't have a box anymore. It's literally like
it's
a
just
fucking tub
and
of crayons.
that's what happens when you don't control.
Yeah.
What
That's
colors
your
they-
fault. I'm out.
And then
No, it wasn't my fault. It was there when I moved in.
all the colors are broken and they have all the other colors stuck to them. It's like I don't know if you remember, but like those big tubs, they just get flakes of the other colors like stuck to them. So you're coloring with the purple and it's got orange in it, and it's like
It happens with a sharpener.
yeah.
I would know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You had them rich parents buying you those 96 colors.
So where can I see like your daughter's paintings hanged up? Are they in?
I've got a bunch of them
Museum?
literally on the back of my couch right now. I just have a whole bunch of art.
Back of the couch.
Stuck on there with stickers.
I'll show you.
Do you have a,
Fucking
do you have a
stickers.
couch table or?
Stickers.
Stickers.
What kind of stickers?
You do it better, yeah. I'm done, so 0. I don't know. It's not a poorly made beer, which I've had poorly made beers, and those are zeros because they are poorly made.
L to M.
This, yeah. I wouldn't say that's really poorly made. It's just
Not
not
your flavor.
good. It's awful.
It's just not for
It's
us.
really awful.
Let's put it this
I
way.
don't know
It's
who,
not for us.
I don't know who it's for,
I liked
but
it.
it's for Cutter. Because it's
How
one
many
of
times-
those. It's one of those traditional, non-traditional beers that Cutter loves. Anyway,
Traditional or non. Is it beer? It's beer. Oh, Cutter loves it. Yeah, that's great.
That's not true.
he's had a couple zeros, 2 zeros at least.
Which
I know.
ones?
There's 3 in
There's-
one episode.
no.
I know that much.
Well,
Really?
the Craft Beer Club.
That's well, those were.
It'll have come out. I'm assuming
Those
by
were
this
I
time.
hope it was a really good I liked it.
No.
How many?
We got Super Cajun.
How many beers?
Oh, ooh, cha.
That's a spicy gumbo.
I
or a hot
guarantee.
gumbo.
I guarantee.
After a while, I couldn't stop doing it. I was just, it's like, this is just who I am now.
There was a Louisiana beer in there.
It was yeah, Bayou Teshi.
Was it-
Tesh.
Was it 3?
Anyway, all right.
They had
what
2.
about this beer? What
All
do you
right,
think?
yeah. Well, I don't like sage. I don't like lavender. It's not horrible. You know, the first taste, lavender just kind of coats your mouth.
It's true.
Which isn't like terrible. It's soothing. It's less soapy than I was thinking it would be. And then the sage is there, kind of spicing it up, but like in like a fuzzy way that sage does. And I don't know how to
Would you
explain
say
it,
it's
but
herbaceous?
yes, very herbaceous. Yes,
Would you say
exactly.
it's audacious?
it doesn't get to the audacious level.
Yeah, it's not, yeah.
So it's not like super offensive. It's not something that I want. It's not something that I'd order. That's not the problem, though. The problem is I don't think it's a good wit.
It's not the style. That's
I
what you're
think
saying.
it's super light, easy drinking. Yes, super easy drinking. Maybe they should call it a Texas wit. Which maybe they do somewhere. I don't know.
Or they call it a Southwest wit.
Or a crystal
or Crystalweisen, but that would
Southwest
be
Crystalwit.
German, whereas wit is Belgian. But
Southwest, whatever Belgian is crystal.
They would not win. I don't know where they would. If they entered this into a contest, I don't know where they'd place it in BJCP. Other. No, vegetable beer. That's probably what it would be because it has. That's a category, man. Because it's got herbs in it. I don't know, but it's a 0. It's not a wit that I want to drink. So
just as a reminder to everybody, we do a binary scale.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cutter.
We do a binary scale because when you really talk about grading things,
there's a whole lot of gray area there.
You don't and like how often do you give something like, and if you don't like it at all, you're typically going to just go straight to like a 1 or a 2, right? Mm-hmm. So like there's this whole section like of 3, 4, maybe 5 that almost never gets used. So why the fuck are you even using the 10-point scale to begin with?
So it's either you'll drink it or you won't, right?
Yeah.
So it's like when you get an Uber and you're rating them, it's like either it's a 5 or a 0.
1. It's a 1 or a 0.
It's like, this is horrible, or he got me to where I need to be.
Oh, man, thanks, guy. 1 star.
I'm sorry. Like, every Uber driver I've had, and I don't use Uber that much, but like every Uber driver or Lyft driver I've had has been like...
We promote Lyft on this podcast.
4.5 or 5, high-end stars. I'm like... If 3 is fucking average, where the fuck is all the average drivers?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And that's the same. That's the same thing. Like, where are all the?
He touched my wiener, but we got there safe. So 3 stars.
I don't know. But you don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't see a lot of 3 stars. Or you don't 3, and that technically should be average.
Or I think he touched my wiener and we got there safe. 5 stars.
5 stars. No, like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what
different
makes
strokes for different folks.
What makes But even over like 10 rides, you would think I would have had at least
average out. Like
I would have had like mostly
something
a 3-star experience.
Right.
But no, I don't. It's been like all 4.5 to 5. Yeah, because nobody wants to actually rate anybody else as a 3-star.
Well, because they get rid of the wiener touchers, right? You would hope. Uber, Uber, we get rid of the wiener touchers.
Time out. Whoa. This is why I don't use Uber.
But that's the thing. Like you typically have either what you would say an okay or good experience, right? If nothing bad happens, hey, that was a good experience. Nothing bad happened to me.
Exactly.
All right, so explain
you have something bad happen and you're just like, this guy was shit.
Now that you're 3 beers in, explain your experience.
Oh, but I have a slogan real quick.
So,
did it touch your wiener?
Can I say it?
Yeah, exactly.
Did it rinse your nuts?
It just went right to my wiener.
Hey, I have a slogan. Uber.
Sometimes that's okay.
I have a slogan. Uber. Our hands are always at 9 and 5, not on your wiener.
Wait, why is it at 9 and 5? What the fuck is this? Who drives like this?
I'm just 6 o'clock. There you go.
So it's just thinking about touching your wiener. It says,
but we won't. We won't.
It's not illegal to think about it.
Not yet.
Hey, Cutter.
What's up?
Have you ever heard of Lyft?
No, I've never heard of Lyft. I use Uber.
Oh, well, Lyft is a service similar to Uber, but the driver doesn't touch your wiener.
I don't want to use it.
Then why do they call it Lyft?
Oh.
Lift it up, man.
Yeah, anyway, Clint.
Lift it up off my sack.
After your very descriptive explanation of our binary system, does it touch your wiener or not?
Does it tingle your dingle?
So, when you first start drinking it, there is a lot of lavender up front.
Yeah.
There is, I think the lavender has subsided. The sage, I think, is still prevalent.
Yeah.
But the orange peel has started to come through more for me.
I never really got any orange peel on mine.
So I think like by the end, I'm at a 1 now.
Wow.
So, but you have to push through the first beer.
I got it, yeah.
And so, like, if you're not going to drink something past the first beer, then, you know, that's going to be a 0 for you.
And
but
that's why we do it at the beginning and the end.
If you can go through it and keep drinking, it becomes, it's a light, easy drinking.
chugging.
It's not to style, but it's easy to drink. You can get it down. That's what she said.
Go.
Yeah. So a 1.
All right.
Turned it around. Good
this
job.
guy right here.
You just got to drink 3 of them. That's all.
I like the can art too on this.
I could honestly drink another one and I'd be okay. Like I could easily drink another one of these.
What is the percentage on this?
Well, lucky for you.
5-3.
5-3.
Seems lighter than that even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem lighter than that. So I shouldn't drink another one now.
Yeah.
Not quite Strangeland Plowshare Light.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. All right,
Joel.
Joel, what do you think?
So, as the man who describes the beer as to how it would relate to you, I would say this is the kind of beer where someone would be like, hey, this is really good. And then you drink it, and they're like, how it was? You're like, it's pretty good. And then you go over the cooler and grab something else. Like, that's how I think of it.
Yeah.
Like, I liked it, and as I got 3 beers in it, it was a little bit better. But for me, and rarely, I don't say this during a podcast, it's not a beer that, I'll drink 3 of. It would be something I'd have one, but all right, I'm going to move on to something else. Like, I've had this experience of that, move on to something else. But I still give it a 1 because I did like it as I got more into it. But I think it would have been stopped at 1 if I was just on the spot.
So if you were, would you drink it again? Is the question now, right? Like you've had 3, you've experienced what the beer has to offer.
You mean 4 in a row, or just again?
No. Like if you
saw this on a menu at a bar somewhere,
I wouldn't go out of my way for it, but I would if someone had it. I would.
If you saw this walking down the street, would you cross to the other side of the street?
Would you sing doo-wah diddy down diddy doo?
No, so you probably wouldn't order it again, but if it was available at a party or something, someone brought it, some Cutter brought it over.
Hey, I know that beer.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, hey, yeah, that was interesting. I'll drink it again.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But that's what I said. I think it's one of those beers where there's someone to be like, hey, you should have this. And be like, all right, cool.
I have 1.
And then it'd be like, how was it? It's like, it's all right. And then you move on to something else.
Go for something else.
It
out of courtesy, you're like, I'm going to go drink a 6-pack right now.
I'll try this.
It almost seems like there's certain beers that should just be in bombers, where you get a bomber, and then
special release type.
You
thing.
have it I don't know. So this is one of their
This is a core beer.
Yeah, this is one of their cores.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, seasonal because they're going to add.
No.
Are they going to do different?
This isn't seasonal.
He said they may do a seasonal
yeah.
with more in it.
I think this is
which I would prefer that.
Well,
really.
the Red Bud, is that similar to what they would do, where they add they have
Possibly.
the cucumber?
I don't. They haven't done it yet, but
you know what we should do?
That could be
a wit with some chamomile.
Chamomile and honey.
Ooh, some cardamom.
No.
Fruit Loop wit.
Fruit Loop wit. No, some chamomile.
I have some Fruit
I
Loop.
can see that.
I didn't say Earl Grey, motherfucker. All right, now that Cutter's gone, we're gonna go ahead and close this out.
Do a second one.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for joining us. It was great being here with all you, drinking the Remedio or Remedio.
I didn't really say the name a lot.
Southwest Wit from Hop Sting. Find us wherever you got this podcast. As I assume you're listening to a podcast right here.
Review us, please.
Review us on iTunes.
Star us.
Give us some stars. Give us a review. We don't care what you say in the review. You can tell Cutter to eat dicks.
Yeah.
You can shit all over Tony. We need more of that.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
Too much high praise of Tony on our reviews.
Too much. Way too much. Anyway. But yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. He
There's
has
high praise of Tony? What? Outrage.
No, it's complete random stranger.
Yeah.
Outrage.
If you guys ever got on iTunes, you could.
I don't get on iTunes.
I know.
iTunes.
Anyway, but yeah, find us there. Find us on Threadless. Find us on our Patreon. Everything. Just search for 3 Beers In. You'll find us. Go to our website.
I searched for us on YouTube. I didn't find it.
It's difficult to find us on YouTube.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What was the YouTube thing you shared?
Because if you type in 3 Beers In, it's like all these fuckheads trying drink 3 beers in 3 seconds. It's like okay.
Oh, are we not going to do that podcast?
I think you had to do it 3 Beers In as all one word, and then podcast. And then it came up as
Ross,
the second
Clint,
option.
Cutter, Joel, Tony.
We'll see.
No, it wouldn't have our names.
I started putting our YouTube link on our show notes, so yeah, check it out. It might be on our website by now. I don't know. It will be by now, by the time you hear this. So check us out there if you like watching the meter go by. I don't know, as you're listening. It's not.
Are you putting audio on there?
It's just the audio.
It's just audio.
Yeah, and I don't know. Find us just in the wild. Cutter's out there.
I'm out there.
Tell him fuck you, Cutter.
You tell me fuck you, it's like I will buy you a beer.
There you go.
Have you bought anyone beers? How many beers have you bought?
He has
1,
2,
1. I bought 1 beer so far.
What about Kevin?
Huh?
You didn't buy one
that's
from
the beer
Kevin?
I bought.
What about Jay?
I didn't buy Jay a beer. I owe Jay a beer. I do owe Jay a beer.
You let that man go without a beer. Anyway, okay.
Nice cut, Jay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Got you like a hog, man. Anyway. Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. This has been Ross.
Clint.
Joel's there.
And Cutter.
And this has been the podcast.
This is the podcast.
Thanks for sticking around. You can subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Spotify, BigHeadsMedia.com, or anywhere there are podcasts. If you like what you heard, rate and review us on iTunes. Check out our Patreon. Find it at patreon.com/3beersinpodcast. Check out all of our awards. You can give as little as $1 a month to help us keep doing what we're doing. It really helps out, and we'll give you a thank you on the show. Or for a little more, you can remain anonymous. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 3beersinpodcast. Check out our website, 3beersinpodcast.com. You can find information about us and the show along with the links to all of our episodes and our really cool merchandise. While you're on our site, you can tell us what you like, what you don't like. If you don't like us, then why the hell are you still here? You should have turned us off long ago. But if you're just going to listen to us anyway, you should probably subscribe too. And if you would like a transcript of our podcast, write down everything that we just said.
Fuck Tony.
Are you a tackle football fan? Kick off your day with an episode of Colts Corner. A group of passionate Colts fans discuss the latest news around Indianapolis Colts football. You don't want to miss us. Follow us on Facebook, Colts Corner 1, and on Twitter at Colts_Corner 1 and all major podcast platforms.
That includes Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify.